Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Another episode of Footy Talk, international break settings. Yeah, it's been kind of, I don't know, it's been kind of international breakish, bro.
It's been
What you
crap.
saying, bro?
Oh mate, I'm good. I'm just I'm keeping busy surviving somehow. Weekend I just put my feet up. Did very little to be honest, because it's the last weekend where I kind of have some time to myself, because next week Wolf are back in action. So Saturday is going to be mad busy because it's double headers, and Sunday we've got other stuff as well. So yeah, it's like it's been boring, but it's been kind of productive.
Yeah,
I think it's like, it's just good to actually see there's some stuff to talk about, rather than just there was the fact it was like, let's make up a story, or like, let's see if we can find something to even talk about in the next, like you can't, there's literally nothing. So it's like,
but the funny thing is, with the international break, there's always stuff to talk about, because the one good thing about Twitter is there's always some sort of rumor mill. There's always something coming on. There's news saying that Liverpool are going to pay the Konate buyout
40 million, wasn't it? Yeah,
40 million, which would be a very good signing. And this is exactly what I said to Man United fans this year. I goes, you can look at this year's progress here, but it's not, because next season Liverpool will be back. And if they buy that centre back to play with Virgil, all of a sudden they become a lot stronger than they were this season. Just one signing.
They already have that centre back. I feel Joe Gomez is a good option, but
Gomez ain't better than Konate, bro.
No, he's not better, but it's like they've got the sturdy partnership. You know, you've got, when Alisson, Van Dijk, and Joe Gomez are all fit, you've got yourself a decent triangle there, a very, very good triangle. Decent, underplaying it quite a lot. Konate is also like Joe Gomez and is also injury prone. So, I mean, 40 million is great. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, Upamecano's going Bayern Munich, isn't he? So, they've had that centre back snapped up.
But I think they're getting the better of the two centre backs for cheaper as well, because Upamecano went for like 60, I think. And now, I mean, a lot of people would regard him as being not the better of the two, innit? So it could be another decent deal for Liverpool if they manage to pull that off. And then, for instance, you get in United linked with fucking what's that donut's name, bruv? Ben White and that.
Ben White's a good player, man. I like
Next to Harry Maguire, I don't think so, bruv. You can keep your Brexit ballers. He can go play for you lot then.
Yeah, well, mate, I'd take Ben White. I mean, but to be honest, I don't think he gets into our team right now. I think
if he doesn't get into your team, why the fuck would we want to sign him?
Well, yeah, he doesn't get into our team right now. Think of who we've got. Our back three isn't conceding right now.
Yeah, but that's not because of the system. That's not because of the individuals. Surely he must make it better.
Yeah, he probably would make it better. He's more of a ball player, isn't he? So I think it'd be nice to have that in the middle. But then Andreas Christensen's playing
Ben White's supposed to be a ball playing centre back. Yeah, Maguire's meant to be a ball playing centre back. Why would you buy Ben White to play next to Harry Maguire?
Because Harry Maguire might be a ball playing centre back, but he's called Slabhead for a reason.
Bro, but I'm just seeing two stiff English centre backs. That's all I'm seeing, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bruv, this isn't the days of Bruce and Pallister. Man, they're not gonna win titles with them two at the back, bro. That's banter to me.
I don't know. I mean, but that's the thing. There's such a limited amount of quality available within the market.
Bruv, Ben White is better than Maguire, but he's too similar. Exactly. Our biggest criticism of Maguire and Lindelof is that they're too similar stylistically on the ball, and off the ball. Lindelof's too soft, bro. You know them, man. So like, you probably need someone like a Zuma, or even though I don't rate Zuma, you need someone more in the mold of a Zuma to play next to Maguire. No, I think he's wank, bro.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
He's got no feet. He's just an athlete, bro. He's just Phil Jones, isn't it? Like, with less injuries, bro.
Mate, he's a good player. Kurt Zuma is a very, very, very good centre back.
I think Rudiger's a better footballer, and Zuma's just like a better athlete.
They're both as good as each other.
Nah, bro. I think it's bad erratic, bro. I swear down, Zuma looks like he's got a fucking yellow card in him at any moment, bro.
Have you watched Rudiger every week?
Bro, they're both trash. That's what I'm saying. But I'd rather Rudiger, because at least Rudiger looks like he looks like he's got a bit more football sense in it. Zuma just looks erratic to me when I watch him play.
All right, we're going to do it again like we did last week. We'll agree to disagree.
Bro, I swear down.
I'm not. Mate, I prefer Zuma. I think when it comes to centre backs, if you've got the right, you're saying right stylistically, you want two players that are different. You want a brute who can pass a ball. By the way, Zuma can pass a ball very, very well. Might not be his strongest point, but it's not really good either. But if you want a proper just brutish centre back in a 2, you go Zuma.
But that's why I said Zuma is the kind of partner that I would have for Harry Maguire. Not because I rate him massively, but because of his profile. Do you see what I'm saying? Because Harry Maguire is slow. He's cumbersome on the ball, yeah? He's only good at winning headers. And even that's questionable sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So
it just sounds like you don't want Harry Maguire.
I don't. But because he costs so much money, yeah, the club aren't going to get rid of him. If I was the manager, he'd be the first defender I got rid of. I'm keeping Bailly and Lindelof. I'm getting rid of Maguire because Maguire causes all the problems, you know. Think about it this way, yeah?
Yeah.
The only thing that Maguire is better than these man at is aerially because his positioning is not great. He's got no pace. On the ball, he's not better than Bailly or Lindelof on the ball.
No.
So, like, what is the point of him, bruv? He's English and he's got a big head, bruv. You know what I mean?
That's why when you signed him from Leicester, he was playing very well. So I think there is still a very good
playing in a back three, my guy, and even for England, he was playing in a back 3 as well.
So alternate the system.
Fuck the system. We're not changing the system for him. He costs 80 million.
Exactly. So alternate the system because he's not going anywhere.
I'm not changing the system for him. I'll sell him, bro. His strengths are being at a fucking shit team. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Why am I I'm gonna stifle our attacking potency, yeah? For someone that's not even guaranteeing man clean sheets, bro. Like we've conceded, but bruv, we're more likely to score more goals if we played more attacking football, bro. The reason why we're not scoring is because of the manager, ain't because of the players, bro.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying you alternate the system because you have that manager who isn't going to do certain things and he just wants to get the results.
Change the system with that manager. That manager can't even fucking do shit.
He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. You're not going to get, unless you are not going to be in the Champions League or you're going to completely fall apart within the next year, which you won't, by the way, because he is very much a steady Eddie, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. My job is to do this. He will get it done. He's not going anywhere. Isn't there talk of him signing a new contract anyway?
Yep, but until it's done, I'm not losing hope.
But this is it. Unless Nagelsmann's not going to come in, unless his whole squad gets completely gutted, which he's already lost his two of his 3 centre backs, so it might do.
Yeah,
you know, but he's not going to go anywhere unless it's Bayern Munich. By the way, because if Hansi Flick goes to the Germany job, which it seems like he will, he's going to go Bayern Munich. Julian Nagelsmann, 100%. Carlo's not going to go like we were talking about last week. Brendan Rodgers isn't going to leave like we were talking about last week. So you're stuck with this manager. So with that, if he wants to get the best out of the players and play the system which he does, which is just defend and get the odd goal, it would make sense to play a back 3. Like you said, he's not going anywhere, Harry Maguire. He's not. He's going to start for you because he costs you 80 million quid. So in the best situation possibly you can get out of it, you start with the 3, have him play in the middle. I play Shaw on the left-hand side of the 3, even. Tellez as your wing back, and then you get, I don't know, Bailly or Lindelof to cover in there. And then you're playing to the strengths of what you have at the back. No, bro. And by the way, leaking goals is a bad thing.
Our manager ain't going to do that.
Isn't he?
Because really, with the players that Man United have here, we ain't got no wingers. We shouldn't really be playing a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Our shape probably makes more sense to play the shape that Chelsea are playing now. However, it's one of them ones where the manager ain't got the sense to do that, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't got the sense to do that. Like, Tellez is better as a wing back. I like Luke Shaw at left centre back. He's better at left centre back than anywhere else from what I've seen of him. Do you know what I mean? But Wan-Bissaka's shit at right wing back, bro. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where you probably drop him. We don't need 3 in the midfield, but then in that formation, where do you play Bruno in it? That's the only thing. Because
that's it. You wouldn't play this thing if you don't. Well,
exactly.
You don't have wingers,
unless you play 5-2-1-2. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like what Leicester do, and play 2 up front and Bruno in the hole, which you could do. Do you know what I mean? But then,
it could work for you though. You know,
it could work.
The problem is where does Wan-Bissaka play? Because he's I've got
on the
a better
bench.
delivery than Wan-Bissaka.
Listen, on the bench, bro.
Do you not
That's
rate
what he plays.
Wan-Bissaka either?
No, he's got shit feet, bruv. I don't rate none of all these signings. I'm not gonna lie.
You'll like this then, because obviously we're going to talk about some stuff. I literally just went on to the news now, see if there's any interesting stories. Troy Deeney says that Aaron Wan-Bissaka would be a better option to go to the Euros than Reece James. Let me get some context. Let's see what he says. It's not personal. It's just an opinion. I don't think Reece James goes over Wan-Bissaka. I don't think he should have been in the squad over Wan-Bissaka. He doesn't always start for Chelsea. He rotates. He's in the squad all the time. He comes on every game. He's there. But I just think Wan-Bissaka is so good defensively. You can say what you want about Wan-Bissaka with the ball, but when it comes to the nitty-gritty, you're going to need someone who clamp down on their winger, know his role, do his job, and get the ball and give it to the better players. That's what they need to do in those situations. I back him, Wan-Bissaka, or Kyle Walker because he's so fast, but I'd have Wan-Bissaka.
Nah, cool. Bruv, listen. I understand what Troy is saying. Troy is saying, as a defender, Wan-Bissaka is England's best right back, which he is.
Agree.
However, if you're playing wing-back system, you don't need the greatest defender to play. You need the most potent attacker and the most effective player. Wan-Bissaka is not effective in a 5. He's effective in a 4. So knowing that Gareth's playing a 5, you don't bring Wan-Bissaka.
Well, he's played a 4 for the past 2 games, hasn't he?
That's because we played Farmers, bro.
Yeah, I know, but he's testing it out. So, I mean, he's
testing it out against Farmers. Bruv, if we turned up and played San Marino with 5 at the back, he would have been sacked. you know, like, let's be honest.
Oh, mate.
Come on, honestly, though. If he played 5 at the back against San Marino, bruv, man would have been he would have been stoned in the street like Cersei Lannister, bruv. Like, he had to, bruv, he couldn't do it.
That's true. I think I'm looking at it. I mean, to be fair, you know, I think that Albania, they're a semi-decent side now. They're not like the strongest, but they're still a side which can cause problems. I mean, Armando Broja, mate. No, I mean let's just get the stats up. I watched the game yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, I turned it off after 70 minutes. I was like, this is just pointless.
Well, ain't no one watching that game. I didn't watch that game yesterday.
Oh, mate, no, I mean,
I watched the last 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I turned it on. I was like, 2-0 England. Say less. What a surprise.
Mount, Phillips, Rice. He played Sterling, Kane, and Foden as a front 3. I mean, he played the strongest team. That's England's strongest team that he's played there, I think, apart from Calvin Phillips.
Bro.
He's gone Pope, Shaw, Maguire, Stones, Walker, Rice, Mount, Phillips, Sterling, Kane, Foden. I think potentially that's our strongest team, which is kind of worrying. I'm not gonna lie.
Foden don't start in England's best team. He just doesn't.
I mean, who's your right? What's your front? Is it Rashford, Kane, Sterling? Is your front 3?
Rashford ain't starting for me. But the fuck out of here, Grealish, blood.
Is he actually? To be fair, is he even in the squad?
Did he even get in the squad? No, Jack's injured.
Okay, that makes sense then. I was about to say
Grealish and Jadon start for me, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And Raheem starts for me as well, probably. You know them ones there, like so.
So that's your front. So do you play Raheem Sterling as a false 9? So you go false 9, Raheem Sterling.
No, right. Because England should be playing a 4-2-3-1, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that's what they should be playing. And I'll play Jack. I'll either play Jack centrally,
the 10, yeah,
and Raheem on the left, or I might even play Raheem centrally, bruv, because Raheem plays sick in the hole, bruv. Like he's done it for Pep loads of times. Raheem in the hole is actually decent, bruv, and he's got the pace to kind of go beyond the striker as well. So Raheem in the hole, Grealish on the left, and Sancho on the right could work as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I'm with you.
That's flexible. That 3, all of them can play anywhere along that line. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it would do bits.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, the thing is with England, there are so many options. I just did it on Good Morning Gazetta. I was literally sat there looking at it going, England have so many options going forward. And I'm not going to say that we have another golden generation yet. I'm not going to say that. We don't. No, I mean, there's an argument for it with the levels of players that we've got, and considering that a lot of them are, being wanted abroad and they're being wanted at major clubs.
Yeah.
I think there's an argument that potentially down the line you can look back and say this is another potential golden generation of players. Got Harry Kane, who's the best striker in the world apart from Lewandowski.
He's up there, yeah.
He's 26 goals in 27 games. That's mad.
Yeah.
Grealish, I think, you've got that Gaza-esque, and it's the first time you can actually seriously say you've got that Gaza-esque style of player, that maverick. Because in comparison, remember when everyone was talking about Ross Barkley as
but Ross Barkley was looking like that when he first came through, and then I don't know.
Yeah, but he's
hit the bars, in it.
Yeah, but then Grealish has done it consistently. So you've got Grealish, you've got Raheem Sterling, who's matured, who obviously was part of, the back end of that generation with Rooney and Lampard and all that. He's now matured into, the elite level footballer, which is ready to go now. I think centre-back, you just pretend that doesn't exist in terms of this conversation. Goalkeeper is the same. England haven't had like a solid, top 5 keeper in the world for years. So, we can't say anything about that. Left back, you've got a lot of options. Right back, my fucking God. That's ridiculous. We're massively overloaded there. But there's a lot of potential within this squad.
But what I would say is, the difference in level between all of these players are minimal, which is what's good, innit? Like England have a lot of players that are around the same level of ability, innit? Which means it's a proper headache in terms of selection, because it just depends on what style you like. Because it's like, if you're looking at, say, Bamford, Watkins, Calvert-Lewin, whatever, all these guys, if you look at all the strikers, it's just what you like, innit? None of them are worldies, I'll take Calvert-Lewin, because Calvert-Lewin is probably... He's just a handful, innit? He's an old-fashioned number 9, physically strong, decently quick. He's got a decent touch and link up. It's not amazing, but it's good enough. You know them ones. But then Ollie Watkins has got mad pace, crazy work rate as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'll shut people down and that. Just depends on what you want, bro. And then again, if you look at like someone like Ings and that, he's probably more clinical than them, but his all-round game, he's probably less physically imposing than a Ollie Watkins or like a Calvert-Lewin. So, I mean, it just depends on what you like as a manager, bruv. It's not necessarily the ability level. It just comes down to preference.
Well, you'd want to I'd take those 3. I'd take those 2 and Kane. Yeah. So Calvert-Lewin, Watkins and Kane. Bamford's a proving to be a good striker, but it's been one good season in the Premier League. I want to see him do it next year as well. Yeah. But I think he's a very good all-round player, because he allows... the players that he brings players in for Leeds, and he proves he can help a team out. But the thing is, you've already got that in Harry Kane. So I think Harry Kane's a more elite player than him. So that'll be my 3. But I think that the problem with England is more than anything is we've got all these good players, but the problem is we've got a manager who doesn't know how to use them.
Sounds like United, mate. And that's what happens. It don't matter what players you got, bro. If the manager's an absolute arse, then what does it matter?
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. Like, but this is it. I mean, Southgate, I think this is his last. I think this is his last tournament on a contract. So this or the next World Cup. Yeah. Unless he gets sacked. But I mean, I look at this. And I'm like, the World Cup, as great as it was a fluke. It was.
Oh, you've got, bruv. England never played no one, and I think they got like 5. I think Harry Kane scored like 5 penalties or something like that.
Something stupid.
Like, bro, like I think he got like joint top scorer from the penalty spot, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was a bookie World Cup. That's not gonna happen again. No. Like my man said earlier, Turkey will probably beat England, bro. I mean, that's just what it is.
That good, or are we just saying?
No, Turkey were all right, bro. Like, they moved to Holland. Obviously, Holland had a few men missing, but they still moved to Holland, bro. Like, when I watched it, I was like, right, Turkey look organized. I mean, they had Kabak and Siyuncu at the back and looking like they could just deal with them. Like, they were decent, bro. They were decent, man. And I just think that England, they lack a certain chemistry in it. Like, even though they've got the players, like, you need chemistry. That comes from the manager sometimes. And what's this manager got these men doing, bro?
But I think that's why he uses such a small group in the same group regularly, just because he wants to build that chemistry within the squad. But I think there are some players like Eric Dyer.
Why is he still there all the time?
I don't know. I don't know if he was he in this. I don't know if he was even in this squad. To be fair,
I think he was, because I saw a video of Dyer or something with Lingard or something like that. I think, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well, Jesse's another player. I don't know why. How as much as he's been very
he's
good
playing
so
well,
far,
bro, and he got man of the match in the first game.
Yeah, but still, I look at him. I still like. Is he the man who you bring on to make a difference? Also, before I carry on talking, I've just seen that super chat rant. So big up to Sargasso. Thank you. Appreciate that. But I mean, he's playing well. But if you're playing this system, if we play a 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3, he doesn't get into my first or second choice in terms of who goes in where, in my opinion.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean with the shape. But the thing is with Jesse's got the temperament. He's a big game player. He's played in big games.
Yeah.
He's also good for the dressing room morale. Do you know what I mean? All these other things, the manager's looking at that. Do you know what I mean? And saying, yo, he's an important player to have there. Even if it is like, if I want to go slightly more defensive, in certain games, or just to have around. Because remember, in tournaments, it's very much about camaraderie, and it's very much about like the atmosphere in tournaments, because everyone's in close succession and the games are so close. Do you know what I mean? So because of that, sometimes certain players are just there for vibes, innit? That's what tournaments are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you do need those in the tournament.
So I don't know. Maybe he's just there for vibes, bruv, and to make sure that the music's on point and that. Maybe he is.
To be fair, yeah. I'll be interested to do the 23 close to the World Cup. World Cup, the Euros, what I'm talking about. I don't know. It's a mad one. What's this? Liverpool chiefs have assured Jurgen Klopp they'll be given funds to invest in the transfer market. Well, too fucking right. I'll be worried if they didn't. Oh, where do we finish this season? Oh, we finish in the Europa League spots. Yeah, Jurgen, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
But that's what I don't think Liverpool are going to lay down and die after this season. I don't. I think they're going to give the manager money and they're going to try and improve. And I just think that Liverpool have one more decent season in them, with the current crop of players, bro.
Yeah.
But this season was a freak incident, innit? Like, we can't look at this season and think, yo, as much as I think that Liverpool are done with winning the title, I still think that they're still going to be in the top 3, top 2 conversation, in the next couple of years. I just don't think they'll have enough to win the league, but they're still going to be more than a match for Manchester United. And do you know what I'm saying? If Chelsea give your manager money this summer, which I'm assuming they will, I think that at very least second is there.
I mean, I'm looking at that and I think we need to basically upgrade this core. I think we need a long-term top quality centre back. But as we've already touched on, there's absolutely none of them out there at all. I'd like a DM. Ideally, I want Declan Rice. I really like Declan Rice. And I think he gets massively undervalued because he plays for West Ham. He's decent on the ball. He's a leader. You know, he's got Premier League experience. He's a proper good player, long-term as well. Chelsea fan as well. I know some people might like that's just vibes and it's not even that important. It is kind of important, I think, to have somebody who supports the club in there. I think that's massive because he understands the culture and stuff. And then the centre forward, as your title suggests. And I'd take Romelu Lukaku if we couldn't get Haaland. I really would.
I'm saying, how's Cody? Bruv, listen. Connor Cody, bruv, I swear it was the football gods that made Tyrone Mings punch him in the face, blood. Did you watch the first game?
No.
He went down with a face injury. Tyrone Mings gone up for a header and punched him by accident in the face, blood. And I swear it was a football god saying, why has Connor Cody got the England armband on, bro? Man had the captain armband in the second half, bro. Got punched in the face, bro. Like, I never thought I'd ever see. I would never see Connor Cody as the England captain, bro. Like,
I wouldn't see him as a captain. He's a great leader, I think, for Wolves. He'd be a great voice within the England dressing room.
I don't give a fuck.
He's not England captain.
You can't wear that armband ever. Like, that's a mad thing to me. At very worst, you go on seniority, innit? But how the hell did Cody, bruv? Like, how long has he even been, How long has he even been in the England squad? The man got the armband straight away.
He got the armband on his first game, didn't he?
See what I mean, bro? Like, I can't be doing this, bro. I don't know. I can't be doing this, bro.
Oh, mate, hang on. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find it. When was it we played San Marino? Was it Wednesday? This is it. I just don't even know if I can play people now. Was it Wednesday, Tuesday, or was it Friday? No, it was Wednesday.
I don't know. Sterling had it first half, and then second half, Connor Cody got the armband.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at Sterling had it first half, fine, makes sense. Is there anyone else in that lineup who should have got it?
Who else was in the lineup? Because, bruv,
Sterling, Calvert-Lewin, Lingard, Mount, Phillips, Ward-Prowse, Chilwell, Cody, Stones, James, Pope. Who came on?
Giving it to Stones, who's more senior. Even fucking Lingard's more senior. How the fuck you give it to Connor Cody, bro?
I just think Mason Mount should get it all the time because he's the best player to have ever lived. So
yeah, but even Mason Mount would have made more sense than Connor Cody, Lampard's son, and that.
Hey! No, let's not have that because if Thomas Tuchel's picking him now, you can't say that anymore.
Listen,
Mount's a baller.
I like Mason Mount. He's cool.
Okay.
He's cool. I like Mason Mount.
Mate, he's so underrated. We spoke about it last week, didn't we? Just,
he's a good player, man.
If he was Italian, he'd be the best thing ever. But because he's Lampard's son, people don't talk about that. See, BBC have actually done a full article on it, by the way.
What about Cody getting an armband?
No. They've done a full article on now Tuchel picks him. Everyone will agree how exceptional Mason Mount is proving the critics wrong. Yeah, we've been fucking saying that for months. How can you go? This just goes to prove there is absolutely nothing to talk about. Nothing.
Bruv, he's good, man.
Oh, mate.
He's good, but the problem is with the Mount situation. Lampard was shoehorning him in, anywhere. And that's when people started their nose out of joint a little bit.
But this is it. But he can do that. Like we said, he's the Milner.
He can do that, but bruv, it's like because he had him as well. I think he had him at Derby as well, innit? Yeah. So it's all like, oh, Lampard's son, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but come on, bruv. Like,
that's why I hate the internet. I just hate it. My favorite thing now is I literally put a tweet out, I'll put a thing out, and then that's it. And then people are like, why do you never interact? It's just because I'm not going to lie, 99% of the time, people are cunts. So, yeah. Sorry, there goes the monetization. Sorry, should have sent.
Now we're good, bro. We're good. We're good, bro. Them man are used to that shit with me, blood. You know them ones there. They're gonna be fine.
It's where people are. But why do people think they're too big now? Like they don't speak to anybody anymore. So, yeah, because I don't speak to people because people are normally arseholes. Why should I waste my time?
100.
But yeah,
big up you, man. Smash up the like button. Know what I'm saying? Big up everyone in here. What's the deal with your team and Lukaku, blood? Like he keeps getting linked back with. I don't know, bruv. Like obviously, Mourinho said that it wasn't the right time for Lukaku when he was at Chelsea, whatever. Lukaku's always said that there weren't no ill feelings and that he was potentially going to go back there before he signed for us. And you, man, just keep getting linked with him. It's just a weird thing, bro.
Mate, he's a good striker. I know he didn't work out great for you guys at the end, but he's still quality. He's still quality. I know people are saying it's Italy and all this sort of stuff. It's not a case of he's gone to Italy and he's just bossing the league for no reason. If you look at Italy this year, mate, it's nuts. It's nuts. So he's just doing his job and fulfilling his opportunities. He's done a starting partnership with Martinez as well, who's a baller. And I wanted Martinez when he was at Racing Club. I think he's brilliant. But I think Lukaku, it just fits so well. And let's be honest, at Chelsea, massive unit attacking players just always do well. Always have done. And I think if we
your team has a horrible record with strikers, blood.
Not with units. Drogba, Diego Costa, Romelu Lukaku, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. I thought I would say was a little bit of a unit as well.
He's about 50 years on that. You man have been killing strikers from the beginning of time, bruv. You drove Adrian Mutu to sniff on that, bruv. Like you lot were.
Nah, mate, that wasn't us. That was just the King's Road.
That was
the mum. That was the mum of the
you man. Space Jam Shevchenko, flipping Hernan Crespo, the best striker in the world until he put on the blue shirt. Now, bro, listen, you lot had a lot of catastrophes. I swear you had Kasaragi, you man had Vialli, you man had...
he was good.
Yeah, he was all right, but you know what I mean? It's just like...
the back end of his career.
Killing strikers, bro.
We got Gianluca Vialli after Football Italia was a big thing.
That's even George Weah as well. You got him when he was like 60. Yeah.
And he bagged. He scored goals. He scored in the FA Cup final, didn't he?
I hear that, but you lot and strikers are a bit hit and miss.
Yeah, but Chelsea at the back end before Roman came, we got a lot of these strikers you've mentioned. We got these guys like you get on the free transfers on FIFA when they're right at the end of their career, and you just want to get them because it'd be fun. That's what it was like with a lot of these players. But I think, look, for a start, Adrian Mutu, he did that to himself. Yeah, he went out on the King's Road, and it's definitely, you know, that girl on the TikTok at the minute who does all this thing like "Play Dim Boy Pagan" by Jay Huss. Yeah, it's so dirty. Yeah, it was her fucking mum that drove him to Smith.
I ain't seen that, you know. I ain't
mate.
No.
You know about my life and what I've told you. You watch that. That's what I had to live with for 7 years of my life. It was horrible. I hated it. All these posh kids going like, yeah, I swear down, fam. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Your mum drives a Range Rover. Piss off.
Man said 34, bro. Man said Morata's got the same goals as Lukaku, bro.
Yeah, well, anyway, other than that, there's lots of other things. Let's look at some other things. Okay, let's look at all the statistics. I'm going to look into this. I just want Romelu Lukaku. I think it's a nice story, and I'm a sucker for football romance. Right, Lukaku. I bet you I'm on transfer marked, so this better be right. This better be right. Okay. 26 appearances, 19 goals, 7 assists. So that's a goal contribution a game.
That's decent.
So that's good. All right. What else we got? Morata.
But stylistically with Chelsea, yeah, because you lot play quite a build-up game now with the new system and that. I wouldn't say build-up football suits him. He likes football a bit more direct.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I'm not really sure. I know that Conte is quite direct and he likes to put crosses in. You lot don't really play like that.
No, we don't. But also, I just want to point out that Morata's only got 7 goals this season and 9 assists, so that's statistically wrong. So whoever put that, shut the fuck up. Aldi James Corden, Poundland James Corden. Come on, don't let's not give me that. I get that with Lukaku, but I think if you look at the player that was at Everton, he could still do the build up. The problem was he went to Man United and he just decided to hit the protein shakes. You know, that was. I think that's the problem. He slimmed down a lot sitting in Italy. Yeah, somehow I don't know how he's done that. The amount of pasta and stuff out there,
it must be the food because now. He said that he found out that he was allergic to something, innit?
Yeah.
Conte found that out. And Evra said the same thing as well. Like Evra said when he went to Juventus, he found out that he was allergic to eggs. And when he was at United, he was having omelets and that all the time. And it was kind of fucking his belly up, but he didn't know, innit? So I just think that I just think the sports science and all these other things are just better at these clubs because they seem to be prolonging people's careers, bro.
Right, I'm gonna go do my pre-season in Italy then. I'll see you boys later. Ta-ra. I'm going back. I'm gonna go see my family. Oh, it's so badly want to go out there. But yeah, no, look, I think Lukaku, he's matured in Italy. I think obviously he matured when he was at United. I think that was the big step he needed. But it was almost like he took that big step. And he needed to come crumbling down, I think crumbling down is a bit harsh, but it didn't work out at the end. So he needed to go away and rebuild. He's gone to another country. He's lived another lifestyle. He's worked with a coach which wanted him. I think that was a big thing as well. You know, I think if he comes back to Chelsea, he will be. He's wanted. You know, this is I think that it fits. Everything falls into place.
But that's why he went to Conte because Conte wanted him before.
Yeah,
and he always knew that Conte wanted him, and he is definitely the kind of player. He's mad insecure. You can see it. The man reposting his stats and all that. He needs to feel loved and appreciated, innit? Yeah. Conte's giving him that. He also said that Conte was helping him like with his back to goal and trying to improve him and stuff like that and actually worked with him, innit? So I don't know. I think that mental aspect could have been a massive factor in Lukaku going to Inter. Also, the Havertz false 9 thing, I think it looks good for Chelsea. But unless Werner scoring more goals, you need a goal scoring number 9, bruv. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, but that's where I think Lukaku would fit. Ideally, I want Haaland, but I mean, I also want a Shagger supermodel, so I don't know if that's going to happen. So, you know, I want to shag Margot Robbie, but you know, it's as likely as us getting Haaland. So they're both blonde as well. So you know. But I think, Haaland is. I mean, no one's going to pay that 150 million release clause. I don't.
No, because they don't want to sell him this season. They want to sell him next season. They want to sell Jaden this season. The only reason why they said 150 million is because they think that that's going to scare people away. But Roman's tapped, bro. You might spend it.
I mean, no, but we're not stupid with how we spend money. I think even though Chelsea spend big, last year we spent big. But if we look, I'm gonna quote Mo Hader here. If you look at net spend, we only did about 20-30 million. I think it was 40. So we actually, from a business perspective, it made a lot of sense. If we have a lot of outgoings this summer, which I think we might, I don't think we'll have a lot, but we'll have a fair amount. I think you'll probably see Emerson go. There's talk of Jorginho going back to Napoli. Kasari's going back there. So I think he might go 29. He's signing a new contract, but I just think he might make that move. I feel a funny feeling if the right money comes in. Bakayoko is going to go, by the way, which is definitely going to happen. You've got loads of other players on loan. Zappa.
Where did Bakayoko go to? But I thought you lot sold him already.
No, he's on loan. I think he's on loan back at Monaco. Hang on. I don't even fucking know anymore. He plays for Napoli on loan. He's at Napoli. Is he even playing?
I have no idea, my guy.
All right. We're going to hit up Transfermarkt again. Here we go. 23 appearances. So he's playing regularly for him. I mean, he won't be playing under Sarri if he goes there.
No way.
Hang on, wait. Is it a permanent move? My God, I'm so fucking confused. I don't even know anymore. Basically, he's a current market value of 22.5 million. So, yeah.
Who's that? Bakayoko?
Yeah.
I thought you actually sold him, bro.
No, he's on loan. But he'll be on his way out. This is the best thing, right? We have made our money back on Bakayoko, who is the player who's probably had the worst Premier League appearance in the past 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
And we've made our money back on him. That is Chelsea is shithouse, but that is ultimate levels of shithousery. And I love it.
Lot, when it comes to selling players, you guys are brilliant, bro. United always lose money on players. Chelsea always seem to at least, at very minimum, recoup their money.
But this is it. I think it'll be really good to see. We'll get him. We've got so many. Hang on, let's actually go through this squad because I want to see if it'd be possible to get Haaland. Don't judge me. I've got.
I think you can get Haaland still.
Here we go. Okay, so we've got. Come on. I've got Charlie Masunda existed. Okay, I can't, mate. Transfermarkt is normally the place where I go, and it's just doing my head in. So, okay, I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek will go.
Yep.
So I think that's 20 million there, maybe. I think we'll get the money for him. I don't know where he'll go, but he'll go. He'll probably go back to Palace and join Source FC.
Yeah, possibly.
You've then got Bakayoko will go. You've then got Victor Moses, who will go. Zappacosta will go. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Barkley will sign for Villa permanently, 100%.
My man said 80 million plus Timo Werner will do the trick, bro.
No, they want not a chance. Not a chance. I think apparently as well, Chelsea are like adamant they're not selling Timo Werner unless literally Dortmund state straight off the bat, we want Timo Werner in exchange, but even then Chelsea might still reject it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think we had this conversation last week. I don't think Timo Werner's had a terrible season. He's doing a different role.
He hasn't had a terrible one, no.
So, and I think he'll come good. I think he will come good. It's the same with Kai Havertz. Havertz will come good. You can see that. But I think that, look, Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea, I think even though you were saying earlier he's very insecure, you can tell he has that chip on his shoulder, which means it has a positive reaction for him on the pitch. I think if he came to Chelsea, he has that chip on his shoulder of it didn't work here, I'm going to make it work.
Yeah, he'll come back with like a point to prove, innit?
Exactly. And I think, look. So
even after potentially winning Serie A, you still think that Lukaku to Chelsea that would be something he'll be interested in?
Yeah. Did we speak about this last week or did I speak about it with somebody else? The guys that own Inter Milan, I think is it Guangzhou Everglade, I think it was Shanghai Shenhua, and they've had to close the club because they're broke.
Oh yeah, because they still owe us money for Lukaku.
Yeah, so basically the situation is they will sell their prize assets. They have to, otherwise the club that's it. Inter Milan will go under. I mean,
oh
Inter
yeah,
Milan
you're right.
So,
No, I mean, so yeah, they need the money because they need to pay us. They owe us like 25 million.
That's it. I mean, what it'll be is that they'll sell him, and then we'll give you the 25 million. It'll be something like that. Some weird love triangle again.
Hey.
So I think Lukaku would go, but I think whether or not that'd be enough to keep him afloat. I mean, they're going to lose Conte. I think potentially. I think he'll go take another job elsewhere. I think even though they're saying Allegri might go back to Juve, if Conte wins the league with Inter, it's just when you get those random vibes, like random conspiracy theory just pops into your head. You're like, oh, like that could make sense, and there's just no rhyme or reason to it. I could see Conte going back to Juve because Pirlo's fucked. Right?
Yeah, Pirlo's done at it.
I'll have Pirlo at Wharf. He can replace me next year. he brings a lot of class to the touchline, mate. I mean, him and Carlo Ancelotti both modelled their looks on me. So,
madman. Chelsea can afford Haaland, but lack of big club pedigree to win his signature. Mbappe and Neymar went to.
Sorry. Whoa. That's coming from a fucking Arsenal fan. Shut the fuck up. No. Just leave. Just get out. There's the door. To save yourself the energy before I destroy you, because I'm going to state some facts and you're not going to like it. Yeah, you can't keep players who are on loan at all. Yeah, Martin Odegaard goes to Arsenal. Danny Ceballos goes to Arsenal. They see you as a fucking stepping stone. A stepping stone. Talk to me when you've won a European final. By the way, Arsenal, we like big club pedigree, yeah? We've won more Premier League games than you have in your entire history. Look that up. Yeah? We can stay in the top 4 when we're doing shit. You're currently down in 10th, and you're not going to be in European football. Maybe, well, you might be in European football, to be fair. Let's give you credit. You might be in the fucking Europa League. You're probably Europa League B, yeah? Champions League, yeah? Just leave that to us. Simmer down, all right? Simmer down. Sorry, Rants. I'm not big club pedigree. Who is this guy?
Yeah, he's taking a piss still.
Sorry,
big club pedigree, brother. It's Chelsea.
I'm not having that. I mean, we've got no history. Roman bought us 20 years ago.
When you lot beat us to Eden Hazard's signature, that's when I realized that Chelsea had a certain pull in it.
I think that was because we won the Champions League. That Hazard came. If we hadn't come, he'd have gone to you.
It was, but even though you won the Champions League, it didn't mean nothing because you finished like 8th or something that season, or 7th,
6th.
Either way, like not in the top 4. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I knew you just finished low. So the fact that you went to a club that just finished 6th because of the Champions League, I think that the fact that you were in London had a lot to do with it as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him.
Because as a foreigner, why would you not want to move to London? It's like, why wouldn't you want to move to? Why would you not want to move to Milan or move to Paris? Do you know what I mean?
Milan's boring. I'll stand by this. Milan's a really boring place. Like you've got your big shopping center with Prada and Louis Vuitton in it.
Yeah, but that's what they don't care about. They're gonna be living in some big ass yard anyway. Yeah, they just want to go somewhere shopping with their babes and that. That's it.
Yeah, mate, go to Bologna. Sample a bit of the culture. Do you know what I mean? That's my ends. That Bologna, Pavolo nel Frigiano. It's where I'm from. It's where also, big boy strikers are born there. Louis Beneventi, Luca Toni.
You ain't even got Deliveroo in them places. I'm not trying to live there, Louis.
Rants, you don't need Deliveroo. We've been through this. I told you, we're going there.
And that. Man ain't got no phone signal on that because man's living in the fucking vineyards and that, bruv. I'm not trying to live out there, bruv. I'm not trying to do it, fam. That's why, when you're moving with a wife, man needs to go somewhere where at least you got a shopping centre. Like that.
Oh,
man's local shopping centre, man, are picking grapes and that. I'm not trying to pick grapes and nah, bro. I'm not on it still. Like that. That's just what it is. So certain man want to live somewhere where they can do the basic things, blood.
Hang on. I'm going to check this. Is Deliveroo in Pavullo? You don't need it. It's great. I know Deliveroo is just UK based.
Deliveroo, bro. No. I was using Deliveroo in Dubai, blood. Man use Deliveroo everywhere, blood. Man use Deliveroo, man use Uber. No, them ones there, fam.
We'll check in. Pavullo, which is where my family's from. Let's go. Search.
Bro, you might even got taxis there, fam.
No, okay. No, we don't. We have fucking taxis, mate. Right? Relax. Hang on. Here we go. That's where we're going. Right. Move your pin. That's where I am. It's mark location. Bush. When it says they're not there yet, but they're working on it. So you know, it's very good. No, but after you don't need it. It's I think just Italy is when people talk about like, oh yes, I love Milan. It's lovely in Milan. It's like no, it's shit.
Man can go shopping and that. That's what they want to go. Same with Paris and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Paris is like, you know, there's a lot in Paris. Like if you want to get Italy, like Rome, you know, Rome is probably it's the city. Obviously, it's the capital, but you know, you'd expect that. Like Rome, Naples for me. Like Florence is nice, but you know, it's a bit touristy for me. You know, being knowing that, but I just can't stand it. I can't. I like it's just so boring in Milan.
No, I hear you in it, but like, what's his name is loving it there at the moment, bro. Tomori and that. That's what I mean. You're centre back, so
yeah, no, yeah. I don't make me cry about that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He said the weather and the food's nice, brother. Man might be trying to stay there and that.
I think they got a 30 million option to buy, which they will trigger. 30 million. That's mate. All this talk of going to countries just makes me sad because I want to do that. I can't wait though to go on holiday because I'm applying for my Italian passport and citizenship. Me and my dad are doing it. Like it's done. I can't wait to see all of you, all loads of people. Yeah, it's all from the UK. Boris Johnson going blue passport. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I'm going to have my Italian passport. I'm going to go straight through customs. They can wait for half an hour. I'm excited for that. Has Rants died? Is he all right? He's frozen. You're just stuck with me now. All right. Something's happened there. Is it Maldini having to co-sign for 28 million? I don't have an Italian. I was born here, but I spent a lot of time in Italy growing up. Rants froze. You're stuck with me. Hello, welcome to the Louis Beneventi show on the Rants and Bants channel. Make sure you subscribe to Louis Beneventi. Good morning, Gazzetta. I literally am just on my own now. Right? Okay, we're in trouble here, boys. What are we going to talk about? What's going on here? Borussia. Was this about Borussia Dortmund being? Is Borussia Dortmund a bigger club than Chelsea? That's actually a very interesting conversation. That's actually that's the conversation I'd like to have because I think there is definitely one to be had. The Champions League. I think it's very difficult to compare. More questions. You can tell this Louis guy is a passion merchant. It's actually spelled Pashun. That's how I spell passion. And it's genetic. So I'm sorry. Can't help that. I thought Louis Freeze. Nah, mate. Me freezing. My router's here. Yeah? I'm going to teach Rants a thing or two. Look at that. Bush. Down there. You can't see it because there's the writing, but I've got it. It's shit. It's virgin. I don't recommend it, but you know, at the end of the day, you do what you got to do. I can't believe you actually stuck with me hosting the show right now. This is not something I was expecting. Rants, when you watch us back, I want 50% of all proceeds. You know, I also want 20% of the company. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. What's my favorite Italian team? I don't really have one. I've got it's really bad. I have so many Italian football shirts. I've got the champion Parma jacket, which is my pride and joy. Like I love that jacket to pieces. I've got a Roma shirt. I've got a Juventus shirt. I've got a Palermo shirt. I've got a few. I did this thing, right? Where whenever I go to a city abroad, I buy the shirt from that city. Is Rants doing the comments while I'm here on my own? Hello.
Yeah,
So you're just watching me for 5 minutes going, is he going to do something stupid? I'm going to click this up.
No, wait to see what man was going to say, bro.
Yeah, no. By the way, I was just saying, my router's right here. So if you ever need me to just take over, I'm more than happy to do that because you and your McDonald's Wi-Fi is fucking all. Are you sat in McDonald's or Starbucks? Like, what is going on here?
Bro, if they had a green screen in Starbucks, I might go there, bro. Fuck, you know. Honestly,
dear.
no, man. Now these man are having a bubble with my Wi-Fi, but it's all right, bro.
It's nuts. There's now a hashtag apparently of Ask Louis. I'm actually quite happy with that.
That's all right, isn't it?
My dad's a Chelsea fan, so people asking favourite team. So I'm not a passion merchant. I'm not a glory hunter. I was born, and instead of holding me up like Simba, my dad was like, "Nah, here's a Chelsea shirt first," and that was it.
That's a madness.
Yeah. What were we talking about before you died?
Just about the lack of delivery at your place. But the bottom line is, yeah, like, don't underestimate, how much players think about off-field stuff when they pick football teams.
It's life,
do you know
isn't
what I mean?
it?
It's life, bro. You're gonna spend more time out shopping with your family, at your kids at school, all these things. You're gonna spend more time doing that than the 1 hour or 2 hours a day that you're in training, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is why I'm saying you wouldn't want to live in Milan. If you lived outside of Milan, like, I get that. There's really nice places outside of the city. Like I think it's what it's like, Atalanta is sort of quite close to Milan, or Brescia. There's somewhere else which is actually really close to Milan, which is really, really nice. I'm not saying that they're going to move to Brescia because Brescia is shit. I think that's just the bottom line. But you know, I think that you do have to think about it 100%. But like, Milan as a city is just it's overrated. It's overrated.
And I think ultimately that's why Hazard chose you lot, bro. I just think, bruv, the pull of going to London, man, say the Champions League, but bruv, like, I mean, we'd won a Champions League. We'd won a couple. Do you know what I mean? So it had nothing to do with that. Like, I think he said it was that, but really, man just wanted to live in London, innit? This is what it was. You know what I'm saying? And the people that do come, like even like Robinho when he went Man City, bruv, he wasn't feeling living in Manchester. He was dead. He was too cold. It rained too much. And he was like, I didn't fancy it.
He wasn't feeling it, and it was my favorite thing was I'm so excited to sign for Chelsea while sat in a City shirt. It's
mad. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I mean, bro. So honestly, like, players do take those things into consideration when they're signing for clubs, innit? And I think that fans underestimate how big a situation that is. Like, if you look at Arsenal, if Arsenal wasn't in London, no one would sign for them. I'm sure of it. Because they don't win nothing, bro. Like, Arsenal, do you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, there'll always be a big pool because they're in London, bro.
Yeah, but I think that Arsenal will have it because they're a marketing machine. I think if you look at, like we were saying, we were talking about the big six, not really being a thing. I think from a marketing perspective, Arsenal will always be there, but they're currently teetering purely down to the fact that because they've not done anything for a long time. Major like FA Cups are great. I'm not going to sit here and say you've not won anything, mate. Like major FA Cup is a big trophy, still, but they've not won a Premier League in 17 years. 17 years, and then what they'll just say is, "Yeah, but is yours gold?" No, it's not fucking gold. The season after, we beat your points total. We scored more goals. We conceded less. We were just a far better team. So it's like I don't care if it's gold or whatever. But let's not forget, in that season, Robert Pires dived like a bitch against Portsmouth. So you didn't get your unbeaten run ended.
Yeah, you're right.
So fuck Arsenal. And yeah.
That killed me, bruv. The frustration in your voice. No, I hear you though, but that's what it is. But off the field things definitely impact the on the field, innit? And people need to think about that more. 100%. And that's why I think certain teams, they're always going to have a certain pool, whether you like it or not. And that's why Arsenal will continue to have that pool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these foreign guys will be like, oh, cool, decent size history. Arsene Wenger was there, and I get to live in London, bruv. And I get to fleece them as well because their wage structure is a bit mad as well. So, you know what I mean?
Arsenal are just a joke of a club.
It's a win-win, innit? You know what I'm saying? I can't laugh at how their clubs ran too badly because my team's not far behind, if not worse. You know them ones. But, bruv, it gets like that.
I don't think you are. I think the reason Man United aren't in a worse position is even though you're running a similar fashion by American owners, you're relatively solid in your structure, despite it being a joke of a structure, as we touched on last week with David De Gea taking his run up and earning a tenner doing it by counting the money. I think that there's a much better structure in place at Manchester United. And while Fergie's still breathing, he won't let that happen. He won't let the club fall apart.
Yeah, but you say that, but bruv, the Glazers took over while he was there, and there's nothing he could have done about that. Do you know what I mean? So like, the actual power that he has is very minimal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and they're still paying him like 4 million a year or something. I heard 4 or 5 million a year to be ambassador or something like that. So, bruv, you can't really say or do.
No, it's true. Bro. But I mean, he picked the 11 for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first few games, didn't he? So
yeah, probably. You know what I mean? Probably.
But yeah, no, I think yeah, Man United are in a stronger position than Arsenal. That yes, there is a danger of you going that way, but I still think that there's not the shitty foundations which you started with, if that makes sense. Like Arsenal, you could tell when they moved to the Emirates straight off the bat, there was something not quite right. Not quite right. You can still see it United, even if stuff's teetering a little bit, it can be pulled back. You know, he's going to be going, whoa, we're not getting top 4 this year. Let's fucking ring that in. Let's try and win something, whatever. Man United can still go on and do that. Europa League, I think you can go on and win. I think you'll get past Granada. Who have you got? Is it Ajax or someone you've got?
Ajax or Roma, bro. And Roma's a hard team to play, bro, the way we're playing, bro.
That's true. I mean, is Chris Smalling going to be eligible? Because I know that.
Yeah, he will be because he's gone there now.
Or is it permanent? He's gone.
Yeah, Smaldini, bro.
Oh, mate, that you fucked up. There was your. I think Chris Smalling was your answer in the summer, was it not? Oh,
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, Smaldini, bro. Smaldini's there, bruv. They've got Pedro. They've got flipping Dzeko. They've got some ballers, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I think
it's going to be a mad one.
Be interesting. But I think Arsenal. I don't hate clubs. I really try not to.
Nah, you hate Arsenal. I hear that, bro.
I don't hate Arsenal, but I'm there. Whenever I'm looking at the football, I'll try and be as objective as I possibly can. I always will be. You know, if I'm talking about football, I'm going right. Let's look at X, Y, and Z reasons. Then when an Arsenal fan starts piping up and getting tribal, that's when I'm going to go, okay, I'm not going to get completely tribal, but I'm just going to state some facts here. It's the same with Liverpool fans. When Liverpool fans start going about, hey, mate, with this, with that, they're not even, by the way, half of them aren't even Scouse. I still remember there was a bloke, right, I went to uni with, who talked about how being a massive Liverpool fan. Yeah, I said, do you know where Norris Green, where Toxteth is, and do you know where everything else is in Liverpool? Oh, there's not really anything in Liverpool apart from Anfield. I'm like, I was literally just sat there like, mate, like, this is the thing. Liverpool fans, the vast majority from Liverpool, I can actually have a conversation about football with. There's not an element of delusion. Outside of Liverpool, I just seem to come across delusional people. Just don't like.
Bruv, super chat here, Louis. To put it into perspective on what I said about Chelsea lacking, United is a big club, but still not good enough for Haaland. No, I hear that. It's not good enough.
Lois? My name's literally on the screen.
But no, I hear you though. Like, no, you're right. United aren't good enough for Haaland. They're not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No. They're not. They don't have the pedigree. But saying that, they have the money in it. But I think Haaland wants to go to Real Madrid, innit? That's what I think.
Real Madrid can't afford him.
No, but I think they might be able to, bro. Like, because FFP's been relaxed, remember?
It's not FFP. They're broke. Like, they are broke.
You say that, but them man can money launder, bro. I'm telling you. They'll do something. You know the ones like, bro, listen. Even if they have to get a loan from, like, all the banks in Spain, bro, Madrid will get the money.
This is it, yeah. I mean, Madrid and Barcelona are the reason the Liga stays alive, so they will never die.
Yeah, so they'll get the money, bro. Like, they'll get it somehow.
It's going to be that'll be an interesting one. They'll have to sell a few players, but they're talking about bringing back Ronaldo, aren't they?
Yeah, but again, like, I don't know how much of that is true. You know what I mean? I think Ronaldo's next stop is America, mate. He's 36 now, isn't he?
Yeah, is he? He's 36.
Yeah. Well, if he's not 36, he's gonna be 36.
I feel so old. I feel
You know
so
what I
old
mean?
to do
So
that.
I can't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh mate, I think if he's going to go anywhere, he'll go City or he'll go PSG. If FFP is being relaxed, they will just that'll be it. No, football is in serious trouble. I mean, I know people will sit there and say, "Oh well, Chelsea, ruined football in 2003," which I know is going to come up in the comments because it's shit like that. But it's like, I think if you look at how Chelsea run, Chelsea have always tried to run like a business. We haven't ever just spaffed our cash and just left it.
At the beginning, you did, but Roman did say within a decade he wanted the club to be self-sufficient, innit? From when he took over, and they are now very much so.
And Roman Abramovich actually backed FFP. He backed it to help football. So
he also backed it because it just meant that he's put himself in a position now where you don't need to spend that money no more.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It stops other people from coming in and doing what he did at the beginning. So it was smart, bro. That's why it was.
Yeah, look, I think, bottom line, he'll go to City, I think, because they're looking for a centre forward, obviously with Aguero on his way out. But I think it's all up in the air. Isn't he got like a release clause of 60 million that you can activate next year?
Who's that?
Haaland, something stupid like that. There's a release
70 million euros or something like that next year. This year it'll cost double that.
Yes, okay. So why the fuck would somebody spend 150 million this year? Like that
when you can get him for half next year. Exactly. It wouldn't make sense. What you do is you just get a verbal agreement in there with him for next year and then say, yo, we'll give you a signing on fee under the table of like 20 million. Do you know what I mean? And we'll pay the 70 million because 90 million costing you still going to be better than 150. Like that. So that's 100%. All you do, bruv. And these things happen in football all the time. When Ross Barkley had the medical and then somehow ended back up at fucking Everton, then he went to Chelsea, bruv. Chelsea probably said, you know what, just settle there, for another 6 months, bruv, and we'll give you a little bit more money on the signing on fee next season, man. I've never seen anyone going for a medical, then come out and be like, oh yeah, I'll go next year, like.
I always wonder what happened with Loic Remy at Liverpool, speaking of medicals. Because you remember he failed his medical at Liverpool.
And then he ended up at you lot, innit? You see what I'm saying, bro? It's money, bro. Don't think these things don't happen. He was probably sitting there on the bike, Do you know what I mean? With everything on him. And they were like, you know what, fam? Like, if you hold off till next season, man can get you for like 20 million less. Like, we'll give you 10 million in your pocket if you just chill there for another 6 months, bro. Don't ever get it twisted. These things happen, bro.
Mate, that's it. I mean, it's football's weird. I just want grassroots. I'm just looking forward to grassroots to come back. Are you playing on Sunday? Are you?
Yeah, against Turkish's team. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good game. That.
Yeah.
I might pop down. Might kind of watch just anything, and it's used to watch football.
Yeah, it's gonna be decent, bro. I'm not gonna lie. No,
we're playing the league champions on Saturday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, mate. I've got it laid out. It's me sick. We've signed some mad players still.
But that'll be good for you, bro.
Hopefully that, and then we'll obviously pre-season. I need to come get my own back. I need to actually play you and actually.
Yeah, we need to play, bruv. 100%.
Definitely.
100%. No, that'll be decent, bruv. No, man's looking forward to that still.
That'd be good.
Fuck yeah, no, man. But yeah, big up everyone inside. 6 show as usual. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you, man, smash the like button. You know what I mean? Back again every Monday. 1 o'clock. Now, I mean, it's been lit. Now, I'm saying make sure you follow up Louis' channel. The hyperlink is in the title. You already know what it is, people.
I'm so close to 6K. I'm so close.
Make sure you do it.
Get a 6K.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm saying. So you, man, make sure you do it. Make sure you follow up there. You know what I mean? Plenty of stuff coming from Louis. I'm back. Next show's tonight at 6 o'clock with James here. And then I'm on Lee Gunner's channel at 4 o'clock. So, yeah, bro, I got 2 hours. Man's going to go hit my workout now, do my food shopping, you get me? And that's it. And then I'll be back for 4. You know what I mean? On Lee Gunners, man. So you, man, make sure you follow up Louis. What else you got coming up for the week, bro?
So I've did Good Morning Gazette before I came on here. So I've got that Monday to Friday every single day, just literally doing the paper roundup. If you're one of the older people in here, you might remember Football Italia, James Richardson, Sunday Supplement, that sort of thing. I just cover Chelsea news as well. And yeah, I'm going to be releasing some Chelsea Echo podcast clips as well. So yeah, got a few things coming throughout the week. So yeah, really appreciate a sub. And then I'm also, if you like how mental I am on here, you should follow me on Twitter and check my Instagram stories, because as Rants will tell you, I'm just batshit crazy normally. This isn't, when people talk about on-screen personas, that's not a thing with me. I'm just a mad cunt regardless.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. That. I hear you, bro. You get me? So big up everyone inside. Know what I'm saying? And
Sub
we'll
to
catch
Rants if
you.
you haven't already.